Put two down. Stay with me.
No, 0106.
I just heard some gunshots. Grand Rapids 911.
I just heard a series of gunfire. I think somebody is hurt because we heard screaming.
On June 2, 2024, officers received multiple 911 calls about a gunfight in the parking lot near the Tin Can Bar in Grand Rapids. Responding quickly, they arrived on the scene to understand what had occurred.
Where's he shot at? Let me take over CPR, okay?
They had 2 gunshot wounds to the chest.
Hey, shut it down that way. 1750. I need to set up a crime scene here. If we have units incoming, I need you to set up a wide perimeter, please.
Nice. He's moving over, man.
3, 2, 1. Watch the spots over here. I got this waist.
Get your mouse. What we got here?
This AK was laying right next to them in the bushes.
What's your name, man? Hey, John, what happened? Who shot you, bud? Who shot you? All right. Don't know. Hey, stay with me, man. Stay with me.
No, 0106.
0106. I got that.
Val, were you in first with him? Or?
Yeah, I'll start CPR with the door. That plus, sir.
When the phone rings at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning and you're a homicide detective, you know that there's only one thing it can be. When I get on scene, I'm briefed and I'm told that we have 2 people that have been killed outside of a bar downtown. The victims are 31-year-old Elliot Flores and 28-year-old Jashawn Morgan.
Apart from the 2 victims, there were 2 other individuals involved who went straight to the hospital from the crime scene. One of them had sustained a gunshot wound and was admitted to the hospital, but the other ran off after dropping him there. This sudden disappearance raised suspicions and added an element of mystery to the case.
Ezekiel's getting out of the passenger seat. He's limping, legs injured. There's damage to the vehicle. There's a window out of it. And as Ezekiel's coming in to get treatment, Xavier is getting in the car and driving away rapidly. Ezekiel, he tells Detective Weston that he walks out of the Tin Can Bar. A subject pulled a gun on him and they defended themselves. He was shot in the incident and then he refused to speak anymore without an attorney. And it's very suspicious that this brother didn't stick around to give a statement. We want to talk to the brother and figure out what happened.
Walk out. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Our patrol officers were able to locate him in the first place that they looked, which is his home.
Say that. I haven't been requested already. Create a flank.
The officer brought him in for interrogation, hoping to get some answers, but he invoked his rights and chose to remain silent. Despite the circumstances, the officers had no choice but to release him, as there was no further evidence or confession to hold him.
They'll find him tonight, regardless. Even if I'm just throwing some hypotheticals out there, even if you shot somebody tonight, I don't have enough information.
Typically what we're trying to do is put them at ease a little bit and kind of let them know that we're just trying to get to the bottom of the story. Unfortunately, at this point, he's just refusing to say anything to us at all.
Let me get some handcuff keys, I'll take those off you.
We're not able to talk to either brother at this point, and so we have to try to determine what actually occurred.
Thank you. All right, do that.
Officers were fortunate that the shooting occurred in the downtown area, an area heavily covered by surveillance cameras. This proved crucial, as they were able to obtain a clear video of the entire incident, giving them vital evidence to piece together what really happened.
You have the two victims are standing out in the parking lot.
He's Sean Morgan, but everybody calls him Bishop. He has a Draco, which is a 7.62 pistol. He also has a holster with a handgun.
So we have two individuals leaving the tin can. One's Ezekiel and one's Xavier.
Xavier walking over, gets to within a couple feet of Sean Morgan. He's lifted the Draco.
Morgan points the gun. He's taking action that is clearly threatening. Now, what you can't see because it's obstructed by this tree, Ezekiel's like right over in this area here.
Sees the guy pointing a gun at his brother, draws his gun. The gunfight ensues. Sean Morgan heels down. Ezekiel, the brother that you can see limping, clearly shot in the leg.
This is Mr. Flores when the shooting starts. He takes cover behind a concrete light post. He then gets up, starts to run away, and then the one brother, Xavier, shoots him as he's running away 3 times in the back, killing him instantly.
Although Bishop was armed and pointed his weapon first, Elliot never had a gun, nor did he make any threatening move toward Ezekiel. He initially tried to take cover behind a light post, but when he realized there was no safe place to hide, he attempted to run. That's when Ezekiel shot him 3 times in the back, killing him on the spot.
Elliot Flores never had a weapon, never tried to get to a weapon. He was hiding. He tried to run away. And I know what I saw when I immediately saw it. I saw a murder.
Earlier, Xavier had refused to speak without his attorney. But this time, he returned with legal counsel and was ready to share his side of the story. Despite the preparation, he made a crucial mistake during the interview.
You're here voluntarily, so if you want to take a break, by all means, it's totally up to you. So you're kind of in charge of this whole program here today.
It's kind of like playing poker. We know we're holding aces. They don't know we have the video. We're not sharing that. And we were letting them lead this, give them a bunch of ropes, see if they hang themselves.
Well, you guys are in the bar. Let's start out there. Is there conversation, looks between each other, that kind of stuff? Or...
Nothing like that.
Okay.
Now we're headed out the door. When we'd seen these guys, I'm walking to my girlfriend's car. And the guy, Bishop, stops me in my tracks.
Did he say anything?
Yeah.
What did he do?
He said, "What's up now?"
Okay.
And then from there, I heard an initial shot. And right after that shot, I ran into cover. Then I hear the AK go off for sure. How loud that thing is.
Yeah, for sure.
Once I hear that, I pull my gun from my holster and I aim and I get them down.
What about the guy in the red? You ever see him with a gun?
No.
I can't believe Xavier admitted that he shot an unarmed man. We knew that was crucial to us. You don't want to smile, you don't want to give anything away, but it's a feeling of we got him.
Initially, he was taking cover.
Okay.
Do you know what he was taking cover with?
The light post.
Did you ever put any rounds towards him when he was taking cover behind the light post?
No. But then once I know for a fact, I seen it. Bishop down, hurt.
Okay.
He goes to help and get the AK from him.
Okay.
You seen him go get the AK?
Grab it. I see him going for it. Grabbing it.
Okay.
Stop him dead in his tracks.
He realized he had made a mistake, so he tries to walk it back, say that Flores was a threat. What does that mean, stopped him?
I stopped him.
Okay.
I'm assuming you mean you shot him. I mean, there's no other way that you could stop him. Am I correct? I'm not trying to put words in your mouth here, but...
Okay.
If you guys want to talk this second.
Take a second.
Yeah, go ahead. Xavier's attorney realized that his client had made a big legal mistake by having him say this to us. They realized that there's an issue here and that they could have some potential culpability.
Okay, we should clarify. Sorry. He's reaching for the Prosecutor.
What's that?
He was reaching the version, right?
Yeah,
That's okay.
we'd love to have you guys clarify
Yeah.
what it was.
I didn't want him to get a hold of it
Right.
Okay.
You didn't want him to get a hold. Why not?
because we feared for maybe he was going to kill us.
It turned out that the year before, Xavier's brother Ezekiel had also been involved in a self-defense shooting. Since then, there had been talk of possible retaliation. Xavier believed that Flores and Morgan were somehow connected to those earlier events.
I just want to tell you this, right? I think they had a good self-defense. I would never have you talk.
Okay. All right. That's
Fair enough.
Xavier claimed he shot Flores 3 times in self-defense. But officers knew the facts didn't support that. Flores had no weapon. He was trying to take cover then ran to escape. And Xavier still shot him in the back. Was that really self-defense, or was it an execution? Even with strong video evidence, the law isn't always simple. Under U.S. self-defense laws, if a person reasonably believes their life is in danger, they are allowed to use deadly force. That standard, reasonable belief, gives a lot of room for interpretation. So even if detectives are confident that what happened was murder, they can't charge anyone themselves. Only the prosecutor has the legal authority to decide whether to file charges, whether it's murder, manslaughter, or a justified case of self-defense. That's why officers brought all their findings to the prosecutor, trying to explain that shooting an unarmed man in the back as he ran away wasn't self-defense. It was something else.
We felt that there was enough here to present this to the prosecutor's office on the charge of homicide.
Tin Can is over here. This is Cutler's office park.
I'm responsible for just any criminal charges that happen in the county. Any homicide charges are ultimately my decision.
So how many shots for the victims?
6 in the guy with the rifle and 4 in the guy, and 4 in the guy all in the back. I believe that.
Yes.
That for the guy in the red.
Actually, I think it's only 3. I think one was an accident wound as well.
We'll back it up again.
Yep.
These guys flee or do they stand?
No.
Hey,
We work with the police, but we don't work for the police. And so we have our own ideas. And while they've been involved in cases, they're not lawyers and they don't know how things are going to be presented. It's a two-way street. We're pushing each other to some extent.
The tin can is right here. It's straight across the street here.
see, I think this is Morgan, but everybody calls him Bishop.
This is our victim that shot in the back. This is Mr. Flores. Yep. He's looking at him, and then here's our guy in the red. That's our victim. Yep. But now you see them get there, yeah, and then they're like, then follow them across the street. It's almost strange that they pick like that moment right then to leave. Because then, I mean, look at what a beeline, this is Xavier right here, what a beeline he is to go across the street then. Then his brother eventually follows him over there, but he's the one that actually shoots Flores in the back. And I almost think it looks like they're looking for a fight with him, basically. And then you see there's the shooting starts. So that's it in a nutshell.
You'd have to look at their statement. If the gun is there. I'm just saying, if you think, does he have an honest belief? Does he have a reasonable belief? You have to evaluate it from that standard.
Yeah.
All right, I'll send that stuff. I'll send it over to you, and yeah, let you guys take a look at it. All right, thanks a lot, Chris. I appreciate you spending some time with us. I think that's off to a good start, RJ.
Way more positive.
Yeah, because he didn't push back very much on that.
He was
at all.
basically like, he basically acknowledged it's murder.
Yeah.
Even after the prosecutor seemed confident about moving forward, the bad news came in.
Dick Wessel. Hey, what's up? Really? Oh, shit. Oh, all right, I appreciate it. Thanks a lot. All right, bye.
Are you?
Yeah, he says, no, I talked to Travis and them, and they said, no, this is self-defense.
After reviewing all the evidence again, the prosecutor decided not to move forward with the case. In his view, it still qualified as self-defense under the law. He believed that taking it to court would likely result in an acquittal, so he chose not to file any charges.
it can become very frustrating. You start being convinced that this individual is killed, that there's no justification for this, that you presented this case, and then you're worried like, hey, is this guy's death going to just be for nothing?
I knew what I had seen. I knew what I was investigating. It was an execution.
Even after the prosecutor said no, the officers weren't ready to give up. They knew what they had seen in the footage. And more than anything, they wanted to do right by Elliot Flores' family, to give them a chance at justice.
We had the surveillance video of the gunfight, but we wanted to return to the scene to make sure that we hadn't missed anything that couldn't be seen in the video. Yeah, so the two vehicles were parked right here. And this is exactly where it took place.
So we went and looked at the scene, putting it in context of where people were standing when you're actually out there. It's huge.
So you see in the video, this mark is here, where there's that puff of smoke.
Yes.
So that's that one right there, square there.
And Ezekiel is over there,
yep.
And that shoots this way. But look at this. There's no way to bend the bullet around to this side. There's no.
That's got to be Xavier behind this piece of cover here.
Piece of cover. And he says he's.
Guy down here.
Yeah.
That's him shooting at him on the ground, right?
Yes, it is. No wonder he got up and ran away.
I was going to say, that's probably what caused him to get up.
So he gets up and runs and gets shot in the back. He's running away. He executed that guy.
The officers knew this was their final shot. They decided to speak to the prosecutor once more, to walk him through the evidence, frame by frame, and help him see what they saw. To show that this wasn't self-defense, this was murder.
Hey, how are you?
Can I just give you guys kind of a rundown?
Sure.
All right. So we have homicide. It occurs right outside of the tin can. The guy with the rifle is ultimately killed. There's another guy that's with him that's unarmed that takes cover behind a concrete light post. He then gets up, starts to run away. One of the two brothers shoots him as he's running away 3 times in the back, killing him basically instantly.
So they clearly think that he is posing a threat to them also. They're shooting at him even when he's behind the pillar.
But that's where I guess our point of contention is here, Jerry, is do they think he's posing a threat, or are they just shooting at him behind the pillar? I mean, when he rolls down there, I don't know what he ever...
They admit he's not armed.
Yeah, I mean,
they admit that they never see him with a firearm.
Getting as many opinions and looking at the evidence when it's not a run-of-the-mill case, that's something that's very important to, to have those discussions and talk things through.
In their minds, they have lumped these two people together as
threats.
As threats.
Yeah.
But does that justify them killing one of them just because he's in proximity to the other guy? You know what I'm saying? I don't know that. Just anybody that happens to be with them then is a fair game?
You got to truly believe there's probable cause or sufficient evidence to possibly, convict him. It's a higher burden to prove it beyond a reasonable doubt that he did not act in self-defense.
The only one trying to retreat during this entire thing is the unarmed man who got shot 3 times in the back as he's running away.
After laying out every detail and pushing through difficult conversations, the officers finally started seeing a shift. The arguments they made outside the courtroom were beginning to make a difference.
My opinion is changing a little bit. I think there is an argument to be made that we can disprove self-defense beyond a reasonable doubt, given when they start shooting at him, he's not posing an imminent threat of great bodily harm or death to them.
I think that you can win. I have more confidence in this office than I do defense. Period. That's why I think a jury should make this decision. And if we lose it, then we've done everything we can.
There's certain cases that, it's going to be very difficult to prove it. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, in terms of filing charges, that's our call.
And finally, after a few tense days, the news came in. The prosecutor had agreed to move forward. Xavier Ramos would now be officially charged with the murder of Elliot Flores. Xavier was given 3 days to voluntarily surrender and begin the legal process. But when the deadline passed and he still hadn't shown up, he was officially considered a fugitive. A warrant was issued, and the fugitive task force was activated to bring him in.
Xavier Ramos. The police department, you have a warrant for your arrest. We got the place surrounded, you cannot escape. Come on, front door, nothing in your hands.
Coming out.
Hey, make way. Hey man, stay on the porch. Come back to me.
Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. All right, keep coming. Now back. And stop right there. Hands behind your back. Do it now. Good. Let's go over here. Thank you, sir.
When I finally heard, it's a sense of relief.
We're gonna walk right down there through those doors.
Mr. Flores hadn't done anything wrong that night. He did not deserve to be killed.
Right.
It feels really good to have Xavier charged because it justifies what you've done and that the prosecutor agrees with you that this is murder.
So obviously we got a warrant. It's for only for homicide, open murder. You don't have a bond yet. The judge will set one for you. Any more questions for me?
A man has been acquitted of murder in a 2024 deadly shooting near downtown Grand Rapids. Last week, Xavier Ramos of Grand Rapids stood trial on charges of open murder and felony firearms in the death of Elliot Flores. We have learned that late Friday afternoon, jurors returned a verdict of not guilty. Ramos has since been released from jail. The shooting happened 1 year ago today near the intersection of Cesar y Chavez Avenue and Cherry Street. Flores died at the scene while Ramos claimed self-defense.